Taurus, this is your weekly tarot card reading for Born Without Boundaries. It is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising zodiac signs, wherever it pertains to in your chart. And I do recommend that you check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign videos because they're all aspects of you. So it's good information to have. If you want an even deeper reading, I always provide an extended message. That link is right in the description box below over on Vimeo, which I hope you can join me for. If you haven't yet, Taurus, please do like this video and share it on your social media platforms if you like it. But definitely subscribe to the channel and ring that bell and select all notifications so you know when I upload your favorite content. Yeah, I upload Taurus every single Thursday. If you want even more astrology content and spiritual content, I have a second YouTube channel called Astrology Motivation. I'll attach the link right above. Hopefully you'll join me over there as well. And if you want to join me live, check me out on Instagram. My Instagram link is also in the description box below, as well as on my main profile, my main page in the banner. There's all those little icons. Just click on the Instagram one. You can find me on Instagram. You ready? Let's go. Taurus. Taurus. Judgment Day. Like, dude, for the first card that comes out to be Judgment, that's because your readings have been huge. They've been huge, and it makes sense because there's so much riding on Taurus energy right now. But think about it. Let's put this into perspective as I shuffle these cards and focus on Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. How can I not focus on the fact that the North Node is about to move into Taurus in January? Okay. Also Uranus, which has been the center of a lot of major aspects throughout for the past 2-3 years, maybe more. How many years has it been in Taurus? It's definitely been in Taurus for the past couple of years. So, and as much as it's not Pluto, Uranus is the energy of change. You know, Pluto is like that, like hardcore, wipe everything out and start fresh kind of change. But Uranus is social change, right? That's why it rules Aquarius. And I mean, the tremendous upheavals that happens when Uranus enters Taurus, because Taurus is so much about not changing, carrying on tradition, sustaining the tradition, establishing tradition so that it will last. It's a very different mentality. And so what these clashes will do is, you know, just like Aquarius challenges Taurus energy, it's challenging you. It's challenging you in a beautiful way, creating a different kind of, making you see different things or bringing changes to your personal lives. When the North Node moves into Taurus, there's going to be a lot of heavy criticism on tradition because nobody really loves the North Node when you slide into it. Why? Because people are uncomfortable with where they have to head, you know, where they have to go with learning something new. Not everybody, but yeah, there's a lot of backlash usually. So ultimately, I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen to you personally, but there's a lot of fucking energy. Just push, like pressure point on Taurus. And it's been that way for a while now. So I'm really not surprised that your readings have been so incredibly huge. But because these are energy readings, but how does that affect you personally? Well, this is definitely time, with the card on the table, this is definitely time to make decisions that you're confident in. Or be selected or be chosen, right? There's expectations here that we're living up to, or that we have lived up to, and now we're taking that step up where there's social approval of, or acceptance of, or need for your energy. Now, how does that play out in your life? Because all of you guys are not running for president tomorrow. Maybe you will someday. I don't know, but you're not all doing it tomorrow, right? But it just in terms of your life, there are decisions that are made. Decisions will come, and you'll be able to make good choices. A clear mind, clear-minded decisions are going to be coming to you. In addition to that, there is decisions made about you, right? These are happy decisions. Usually not decisions that will come out of the blue. They won't shock you. But they will be in support of you. We have in the past defeat. So the decisions made now, these decisions that you're basically, let's call you winning on right now, are related to defeats in the past. And these are definitely social defeats that relate to a lot of criticism, a lot of people trying to chop you down or cut you down, a lot of difficulties, maybe social difficulties, financial difficulties, things like that. All of those things are related to this Five of Swords energy of defeat, being defeated by a lot of little stabs, a lot of little pokes, a lot of bunch of people coming and sticking it to you, right? That's happened in the past, but this judgment is coming now. So this is clear judgment, and it could be you having clear judgment based on what you've learned from going through what you went through in the past. These situations or circumstances where there was just craziness around you, really a lot of chaos. And then we have the Ace of Chalices. So there could be really good decisions or a judgment made in terms of your relationships or surrounding your marriage if you are married. This is also a sense of people really loving you or deciding to love you or side with you or be on your side about something, and a lot of opportunities coming through for you because of this, because of support for you, because of love for you. And also things happening really quickly, really fast. It could be, this is not a love reading, but it could be that you are falling in love, that you're finally meeting somebody. And this would come, I don't think you've even been looking in this direction, but this would come, it would happen very quickly. You would bond really quickly. This could also be speaking about love of travel. Eight of Wands is movement and motion, and Wands is fire energy. So it's almost like there could be like this flurry of movement around you. Maybe you're actually moving yourself, and lo and behold, you're going to really love it. You're going to really find or discover a love in a person or in what you're doing that you just didn't expect, but all of this is rolling really quickly right now. Ooh, Taurus. And then we have the World card here, which means you are closing in terms of work, especially because it fell out with the Eight of Pentacles. So you are closing one door and starting another, especially where it comes to work. So starting new kinds of work, just Eight of Pentacles is you really loving what you do and working really hard. Or maybe it's saying your hard work has paid off because you're finally able to close out one chapter in your life, let it be done, and then a whole new chapter is opening up that you're really going to love, and a lot of opportunities are going to spring from. So watch that this whatever you're beginning now, especially in terms of projects or work, or I would say especially your career, but it could also be your relationship. Whatever starting right now will have a longevity to it. You'll enjoy it, maybe you'll enjoy it and be surprised by how much you enjoy it. There's a lot of good surprises ahead, but they're just beginning now. This is almost like the setup for your launch into, the greatest story ever told. That kind of energy. That's what's happening right now. And then we have the Six of Cups, which is home. Usually it has to do with home, going home, or longing for home, being at home. It could also harken back to something that you've enjoyed since childhood, or you enjoyed in childhood. So this really could also represent the fulfillment of childhood dreams, or something that you started when you were young. Finally, you're starting to see it come into the real world, come into fruition. You're starting to recognize it and realize it. And in some ways, I don't think this is all 100% about what you've chosen. It's just sort of what you've allowed to happen, and taking opportunities that were presented to you. So there's in addition to what's happening, there's also a broadening of the mindset there, which is really that Uranian energy saturating into into Taurus, into where your sun sign is, right? it's kind of like saturating you into sort of like opening your mind to be able to not even look for new opportunities, but see them when they're presented, right? So this is it. This is being able to, the judgment card, being able to make good judgments, being able to make clear judgments based on people who love you, based on people who want to offer you opportunities. These are good opportunities coming to you. These are good people coming into your life. These are actual progressive opportunities coming into your life. And yeah, I mean, like happiness, you'll feel very at home here. You'll feel very comfortable in this work, or wherever you're headed, you're going to feel very comfortable. Taurus. The Knave of Wands is here. So you are taking action. You are moving forward. This is a new adventure that's coming for you. This is that sort of like, you don't know everything about it. That's true. Sort of new territory that you're covering right now. And you're right. But it's like you don't need to know everything. You don't want to know everything. You're just kind of excited about it. And there is excitement here. This does, confirm you're not an expert at this. You're still very much learning and very much growing, and that's part of why you love it so much. And then we have the High Priestess. So this was 11. Oh shit. I just saw the High Priestess card while I looked up and it was 1111. That was crazy. Because it's divine timing. And she also has, that's a 2, but it looks like 11, right? So that's crazy. This is divine timing, is what's happening. Like you're in sync right now, and trust the synchronicity, trust the rhythm, trust you falling into that pace, because that pace is exceptional, and it's just like this vibrating at the absolute perfect tone, to the point where maybe you don't even hear a tone anymore, you just feel it because it's so clear and it's so pure. So this is absolutely resonating at your highest, and it is divine timing, it is fated, it is written in the stars. That's why she shows up, and it also is going to require you to connect through your psyche, like to feel that thing, like trust it, trust your feelings. When she shows up, it's like trust your feelings, trust your intuition here, trust your instincts. They are vibing perfectly, just like you swigged Felis Felicius, the luck potion. It's just like that. It's like you swigged it, and everything is aligning up in perfect order for you right now. Taurus. So there's more here. Move beyond ancestral patterns. So maybe you had started out in life doing what your parents did, or doing kind of, I don't know, becoming what your parents wanted you to be. This could be many years ago for some of you. This could be 5 years ago for some of you. This could be last year for some of you. But this is definitely a sense of it always clashed with what you really truly believed about yourself. It always clashed about what you wanted to do. Or even if it didn't, you couldn't stay there. Let's put it that way. This was not a place that you could stay, but it was a place where you were stuck for a while. And there could be some, there could have been a lot of emotional stress or strain on you because of those expectations, or feeling stuck within those boundaries. And that also has to do with why you decided to tear down those boundaries, and why you were inspired to not be confined, right? And all of this is happening now, right? This is becoming, and I had said this in I think my daily tarot card reading yesterday. This is really about, this whole week is about clearing out all the craziness that you've become, so that you can become you, like actual you, like the real you that you were programmed by God to be, instead of the you that you had to be. And this is coming into actualization now, not just a theory or a concept or a feeling or a dream or an aspiration. You're actually seeing it tangibly being the reality you're living, which is a huge success, and it's also very empowering. Broken arrow, embrace the energy of peace. So no more fighting. You don't want the fighting. This could also be you had fighting in the past with family members that wanted to go against your traditional ways of being. You know, you could always flip the energies, right? And ultimately now there's just this sense of, I want to make peace. Protection guardian, drop your shields. So if there was a lot of defensiveness here, you're like, no, you in other words, also, whatever was trying to defeat you is not going to defeat you. You're safe now. That's what this energy is saying. You feel safe now, and it's you also dropping your weapons and deciding, I'm not going to fight anymore. I'm tired of it. I can't take it anymore. I want it done. And then Traveler, move in a new direction. And what did I say? These first cards were like, Taurus is on the move. Taurus is on the move. It's like, it's motion. You're moving past where you were. You're moving past who you were. And now there's just a more balanced concept of who you are. Move in a new direction. And it could literally be meaning you are traveling somewhere. You are moving somewhere, visiting somewhere. Let yourself do these things, especially in Sagittarius season. This is a great time. You may be traveling back home, right? You may be traveling to visit family. But I think you're going someplace different. And that is literally and figuratively. And then we have Animal Guardian. Once again, trust your instincts, right? And then Wise One, grow within your current situation. So you are being set up for growth. You are being set up. You are going somewhere. You could actually be going somewhere where it is going to broaden you and expand you and develop you and almost recreate you. But that recreation, happy birthday, Doug Denny, is in a more perfect image of your true self. So really, you're going to find your true self. Ooh, Jesus. Okay, I know, I'm so excited for you. Conclusions are within reach. This is in the past. This is in the past. I feel like there were conclusions left open. And they're probably, now you're probably deciding to settle them. What does that mean? Conclusions are within reach. This is weird. The end of a tough cycle approaches. A really tough cycle in your life is just going to start. And I know that sounds like, but this is such a good reading. It is a good reading. People assume that because you walk through a portal of progress, that all of a sudden your life is now easy street. No, motherfucker. Like, that's not how it happens. This is a new life, and it's easier simply because it's more true to who you are. But there are so many new obstacles that you're going to have to face. There are so many new challenges that you're going to have to face. And this is a sense of this Capricornian energy. A fiery climax. Something was put on hold. All of these things are like kind of like in the middle ground. I don't just read my cards. I read how they come out. I know that sounds crazy, but it's me. Your hard work is paying off. There is something here that is finally, has been left undone. This is Capricornian energy, so it could very well be how you make money or money in general, or it could have to do with your ancestors and Capricornian energy being in your ancestry, like insisting on, perfection or definitely hard work. A kind of sense of feeling like in some ways it will never be done. This energy of this energy is it'll never be done, or you don't want this to conclude. So in the midst of all these changes and all this newness, there is a continuity here that you actually don't want to let go of. And that is where perfect balance comes in, where you are firmly tethered while simultaneously reaching in all these new directions. So it's like you have your roots, but you also have your branches reaching up into the cosmos, right? So there is that sense of I'm broadening and expanding, but I'm also maintaining my roots and who I am. There's a part of you that you don't want to let go. There's a part of who you are, and it's definitely coming from your parents, your grandparents. And it's interesting, I think, in traveling farther away from them, it could be that you're coming back around to realizing just how important they are to you, and how much you actually want them to continue to be a part of your life. Interesting. Taurus, 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 Taurus. Whew. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay, so we have whale spirit here coming out in reverse in the future. Trust a great mystery. That's coming out in the future. So maybe you have some doubts. I don't know. Time for a deep dive. This is where you are right now, and there is always enough. It's time for you to dig deep into your emotions. This is what this is saying, it's a very emotional time for you. It's a very emotional time for you. And it will be difficult emotionally. Emotionally, for you especially, to detach yourself, especially if you're moving or you're moving far away, to detach yourself. You've never been that far away before. There is a fear factor here, but it's not fear that's paralyzing you, but it is also a sense of losing something forever, losing yourself because you're so far away from what you know or what you know yourself to be. So this is a huge challenge that you're walking into. But if things hadn't been, you know, going well for you, I don't think you would be able to do it. But now you are able to do it. And I'm telling you, this is a whole new, this is like Taurus. It's like you finally found a way to get to Mars, right? But then you get there. It's fucking Mars. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, holy shit. So there's this huge amount of achievement in where you are, but simultaneously now there's all this danger in where you ended up. Right? And so let's get into the extended in terms of how you're going to deal with that energy and the challenges that you're going to face. The link is down below this reading. I hope to find you over there as well. I love you guys. Remember to like this video, share it on your social media platforms, and I'll see you in the extended. Bye.